Hey guys, the next one we're going to read is Picking Apples and Pumpkins. We did something similar to that, huh? Whew. Hi, I'm Scott Applegate, said the man who was giving out the baskets. Welcome to Battlefield Orchards. I think we missed something. Christy couldn't believe it. The day she had been waiting for had finally arrived. She and her best friend were finally going apple picking. Missed the part. In no time at all, Christy, her friend Michael, Nina, her sister Kelly, her mom and dad, and her grandmother were taking an old-fashioned hayride. Everyone's cheeks glowed in the crisp autumn air. There were red macoons and yellow delicious apples. They were ripe for picking. Christy wanted to pick both kinds. The kids decided to start with the red ones. Nina reached an apple and took a bite. The first apple tasted so sweet. This time, it was Christy's turn to climb to the top of the tree and pick apples from the highest branches. When everyone had picked enough red apples, Kelly and Michael picked up a basket and carried it back to the hay wagon. Scott drove everyone to the yellow, delicious apple trees. Sounds fun. After she climbed down, Christy's father showed her how to use a picker to pick apples that were high up in trees. A picker is a long stick with a basket at the end of it. Using the picker made apple picking much easier, but climbing trees was still more fun. Lunchtime, Christy's mother called out. One by one, the children scrambled down from the trees. They sat on the grass and enjoyed a yummy picnic lunch of turkey sandwiches and juice. They were surprised at how hungry they all were, especially after eating all those apples. After lunch, it was time to move on to the pumpkin patch. Christy had never seen so many pumpkins. There were tiny pumpkins, medium pumpkins, and really big pumpkins, too. Christy found one pumpkin that was so big she had to ask her grandmother to help her lift it. The pumpkin patch was a great place to play. Kelly, Nina, and Michael pretended to ride pumpkins. Christy tried a little one on as a hat. Kind of silly. All too soon, it was time to leave the pumpkin patch. Christy's parents helped the children pile their pumpkins together. Then the kids collapsed in a tired heap. They do look kind of tired, don't they? But I guess they had fun. This time, Scott's hay wagon brought everyone to the farm store. While Christy's mother paid for their apples and pumpkins, Christy and her friends looked around. They were amazed by all the delicious things they could be made from apples. There were caramel apples, candy apples, apple jam, apple cake, and apple butter. There were pumpkin pies and breads too, but Christy knew that when they got home, Grandma would make the best treat of all, apple pie. Yummy. Sure enough, as soon as everyone was cleaned up, Grandma asked, "Who wants to help make an apple pie?" Of course, everyone did. While Grandma started to peel and slice the apples, Nina and Christy mixed flour, water, and shortening together in a big bowl to make the dough for the pie crust. When the dough was ready, the girls rolled it out flat with a rolling pin. Grandma helped the girls put the dough in a pie pan. Then they piled all the apple slices and covered the pie with more dough. When at last the pie was in the oven, Christy felt sad. Her special day was ending far too quickly. But Christy's big day wasn't over yet. Her father had a big surprise for her. That night, after Nina and Michael had gone home, Christy and her family put the candles inside the jack-o'-lanterns and watched them glowing in the dark. I think we missed a page. "Let's make jack-o'-lanterns," he said. The children had lots of fun drawing faces on the pumpkins. Christy's father used a sharp knife to cut off all the pumpkin tops. Michael and Christy scooped out all the seeds, and Christy's father followed the patterns to carve out the faces. And then Nina and Michael went home, and they lit up the jack-o'-lantern. Finally, Christy and her family had a delicious bedtime snack, homemade apple pie. Christy smiled. It was a perfect ending to the perfect day. Perfect day would be hanging out with you guys like we usually do. I love you guys. I miss you. I love you, Isa, and I love you, Neo. See you soon.